guys, Ewok Plays here, and today welcome back to another Ewok Plays video. Today we are going to be going over a NFL fantasy league. So I invited 10 of my friends to join my fantasy league. So we did the draft, and there's 10 people. 10 of my friends are in it. This is a PPR league, 10-team PPR league. So I'm going to introduce the teams by my power rankings. So at Team 10, we have Team Seipiri, or Team Saka. This is Seipiri. He has Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, and that's about it. Everyone else, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne, Mike Williams, Godwin, Elaire. Ravens defense might be good, and then Nick Folk. But he does have Drake London, does have Chris Olave, and Raheem Mostert. Those are good additions. But he's at number 10. At number 9, we have Patrik. Apart from Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Kyle Pitts, and of course Justin Tucker and the Bills defense, he kind of falls off. Josh Allen, top quarterback this year. Nick Chubb might fall off a little bit because he might play without Kareem Hunt. A.J. Dillon's not a great fantasy option, in my opinion. Stephon Diggs is a good pick. Juju's going to have a good year. I might try to trade for him. Kyle Pitts is also going to have a good year. Jarvis Landry, Saints defense, I don't know. And then Justin Tucker, best kicker in the league. Bills defense, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, 2 quarterbacks, a kicker, and a tight end for his bench. But he did get George Pickens, who I really wanted, but Patrik stole him from me. So, next up is at spot number 8 is my brother. Joined the Dak side. Of course, Dak Prescott is questionable. But he has Dak, Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, Devontae Adams. I think every one of those would have a good year. Keenan Allen, okay. TJ Hawkinson, probably one of the best tight ends available. Rashad Bateman as a good flex. Colts defense in a horrible division. I might try to trade for them. Matt Gay, one of the best kickers in the league. And his bench isn't bad either. David Montgomery, Cordero Patterson, Brandon Ayuk, who's going to have a great year. James Robinson, Garrett Wilson, Mike Gesicki, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, his bench is definitely probably the strong suit of his team right there. This is Garrett's team. He is at 7th. He has Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, no receivers, but he does have Mark Andrews and does not have a flex either. Yeah, but he does have pretty much every other receiver in the league on his bench. Elijah Moore is going to have a good year. Kadarius Toney is going to have a good year if he stays healthy. So that's why he's at 7th. At 6 is AB Jason. He has Tom Brady, the GOAT, Christian McCaffrey, Cam Akers, who's going to have a great year, Debo, CeeDee Lamb. Not a great tight end, but he also has Terry McLaurin. And then his bench has Trey Lance, who might be actually really good in fantasy this year. Kenneth Walker, who can be a great surprise. And then a couple of receivers. Next up at power ranking number 5 is my cousin Deakin. I like his team. He has Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Not great receivers. Okay, actually. Executive decision. Deakin is moving down to 6. Jason is moving up to 5. Apart from Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, he doesn't have a great team. But he does have Courtland Sutton, who I think is going to have a great year. Ramondre Stevenson, I think, is going to have a great year as well. Russell Wilson's a good backup quarterback. That is Deakin's team. At number 3, I have Team Pullman. This is Evan Pullman. He has Aaron Rodgers. He's a good fantasy quarterback. He has no running backs in James Conner and Rashad Penny. They might have a great year, but they're an extreme boom or extreme bust, slight boom territory, in my opinion. But he did get Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, so that kind of makes up for not taking a running back. You got Michael Pittman Jr. Breece Hall is going to have a good year. Darnell Mooney, James Cook, Evan's really high on him. And, of course, Trace McSorley. So his bench is probably the best bench that I've seen apart from Logan so far. At number 3... Oh. I think he's better than me. At number 3 is me. I don't have great receivers. That's my only downfall. I have Jalen Hurts. I went running back heavy this year. Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones. Hopefully they can all combine to have a great year. Jalen Hurts, one of the best fantasy quarterbacks in the league. He's extreme boomer bust. Jalen Waddle. He's going to get open a lot with the Dolphins. Michael Thomas is the Saints' #1 receiver if he stays healthy, and reports say that he's doing really good in camp. Evan McPherson is probably the second best kicker in the league. And then Packers defense, they're in an awful division, so that's why I chose them. I also got a stud in Dameon Pierce later in the rounds. DeAndre Hopkins, same with him. He's a top fantasy receiver when he's not suspended or hurt. I also picked up Tua Tagovailoa as a backup for Hurts. Isaiah Likely, I'm hoping, has a really good season. Romeo Doubs has extreme hype because Aaron Rodgers took him in this fantasy league. Kenneth Gainwell, I took him because we really don't know who's going to win that starting Philadelphia running back job. And then Treylon Burks, he's probably going to be their #1 receiver in Tennessee. I don't think Robert Woods is that great anymore. At 2, I have Kevin. He has Patrick Mahomes, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley. Great running backs. His receivers are kind of weak, and Mike Evans and Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has an okay tight end, Dallas Goedert. Great defense, great kicker. Kevin had a really good draft. His bench doesn't look too great. Probably Hunter Renfrow and Devontae Smith are the only good options there. But that leaves us to Ryan. So Ryan is our top power ranking. He has, this is Evan's brother, by the way, Kyler Murray, Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs. They're all, maybe not Josh Jacobs so much as Joe Mixon, but they're both Kyler and Joe are at the top of their positions in fantasy. He has Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, who might have a drop-off, but I think he's still going to be good. George Kittle, who's struggling with injury, so maybe he can be good eventually. Cowboys defense, they're expected to do very bad this week, but let's see. Miles Sanders is a good pick. Michael Carter's a good pick. And then Sky Moore, I really wanted him. Ryan took him with his last pick. So before we end this off, I do want to show you that Deakin did pick up the Panthers defense and drop the Steelers defense. And then this is the final standing projection. I am projected to be #1, followed by Garrett of all people. Okay, followed by Jason. Maybe it's the strength of schedule. Followed by Ryan, followed by Evan, followed by Kevin, followed by Logan, followed by Deakin, followed by Patrik, followed by Seipiri at 10. So technically, yeah, no, I didn't get anything right. Maybe the bottom 2, but other than that, that is our league. I'm going to do this weekly power rankings, weekly waiver wire updates, weekly recaps. This isn't going to be like MLB season. I think this might be easier to do than MLB season. So thanks guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. So without further ado, let's play football. That was such a cringy outro.